Good morning. Welcome again to the HSF audio blog. It's Saturday, 16th of September 2023. I'm on my regular morning MTB ride at the break spot here. So, time to talk about books. The last book I finished is Andy Weir's The Martian. And that's what this audio blog is about. It's a review. So the book is rather new. I'm not sure exactly. I guess more or less 10 years old, and it was Andy Weir's breakthrough hit. Andy Weir, from the cover blurb, I remember he's some kind of IT hardware technician, something like that. And he published the first chapters of this book online. And yeah, he gathered a huge following. And you know what? That's because the book is simply amazing. So the measurement for, let's say, quality and how good the book is, for me, it's mainly fun. And this book, it's fun. It's written very straightforward. It's not too complex. So it's written like a diary, like a logbook, and it's so most chapters are written from the first person perspective, and this makes it, on the one hand, easy to follow. On the other hand, kind of empathize with the main character. So what's the book about? It's the near future, and NASA, the American Aerospace Authority, has managed to land humans on Mars. And the main protagonist, Mark Watney, he's part of a crew. I think it's the second or third. No, it's the third mission to Mars. And yeah, they landed on Mars. They built a small science outpost there. Did some science research, like finding rocks and searching these rocks for signs of previous eons on Mars, and what scientists do. And they lived in a small tent with an atmosphere and climate control. So NASA informs the crew that a huge dust storm is approaching, and yeah, they decide to flee, and things turn rather dramatic. And yeah, they lose Mark Watney. They can't find him. The crew commander still does some search, but she has to decide whether to save the rest of the crew or to risk all of their lives for Mark Watney. But they consider him dead. It was a very tense decision, and they barely escape catastrophe. They make it to orbit, they make it to their spacecraft, and return on the long voyage back to Earth. Yeah, the book then starts with Mark Watney. He discovers that he has survived, and well, he's a nice guy, a really nice guy, and he holds no grudges because he is a scientist, and he knows it was the rational decision to leave him behind. They considered him dead. Yeah, but he wasn't, and NASA is still observing the base camp via satellite, and sooner or later they draw the right conclusions. Watney is still alive. That creates a panic in NASA, and it creates a panic around the world, It's a huge global rescue attempt. Yeah, it captures really the attention of the whole world, and this is a rather positive look at global relations, because eventually it's a global rescue attempt. Even Chinese join in. Yeah, so Mark Watney, he's a scientific genius, or he served as engineer in the crew, and he's kind of the problem solver of the crew, and that's what he does, and that's what Weir brilliantly describes. If you remember the MacGyver TV shows from early 90s, I guess, it was about this guy who escapes the most impossible situations by just gluing stuff together and finding an escape, a solution to problems. And yeah, this is what the book is about. There's a special term for it, for this niche genre, even competence porn. Yeah, so he's a very competent guy. He looks at the problem, and Mars is constantly trying to kill him. And then he looks at what he has at hand, and he finds a solution. He survives from day to day, first as potato farmer, and then he goes out for a quest to, yeah, I think I can, it's early in the book, so no huge spoiler, but he finds the old Pathfinder rover from the real NASA expedition there, and he uses it to radio back to Earth. So at some point there's some, let's say, text messenger contact between Mark Watney and Earth, and this is really cool because, yeah, he knows that they know he's alive and they want to help him, and yeah, eventually the rescue attempt is started, but it's very complicated, and well, I don't spoil anything further. Well, to summarize, it was a very fun book. It's a book which is a quality in itself and important to me. It just reads very well and very fast. You can finish this books in a couple of days. It's 500 pages, and the formatting probably was very good in my German paperback, but it's easy to make progress here. So 50 pages for the morning tea ceremony. It's not unusual. It's you can finish it easily if you get behind it. Yeah. So what's next for me? I finally picked up Stephen King's Later, which was a birthday gift. My mother gifted it to me this year to my 37th birthday, and I'm 80 pages in. The thing with the newest, let's say the modern Stephen King novels, for me, they are hit or miss. So Billy Summers was a hit, was a very nice, very good book, and Fairy Tale was a miss. I didn't like it too much. It felt bloated. No. But good thing is, Later, it's a rather short book. It has a very original idea. There's this 8-year-old boy, son of a literary agent, and he can see and talk to the recently deceased, to the just dead people. And here we have a storyline evolving about how he needs to address the dead in order to solve his mother's financial problems. This is really fun, and just like The Martian or the Jack Reacher novels, seems I'm on a lucky streak here. It reads very well and it's easy to make progress. So more on that soon. That's it for now. If you made it to the end, feel free to give the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.